world focused on the individual, this podcast aims to shine a light on the remarkable spirit of humanity. We're dedicated to bringing you the inspiring conversations with exceptional organizations and individuals devoted to creating a better world. Welcome to the Lighthouse Keepers Podcast. Welcome back to the Lighthouse Keepers Podcast. I'm your host, Mary Ellen Sherlock, and I'm super excited for the guest today and also my friend, Gena Bradshaw-Vitale. Gena, thank you so much for being here. Guys, today is 6/6. We're going to talk about the 6/6 portal.
Yes.
This is also a very important day and an anniversary for you.
Yes.
12 years.
12 years.
12 years.
I call it my health anniversary.
Health anniversary.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why? I obviously know. Can you tell our viewers why this is such a very special anniversary?
Yes. So I'm a 2-time cancer survivor, and it's been 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
2-time as a child. So you had leukemia as a child.
Yep. 3.5 was diagnosed with leukemia. That was near-death experience. And then age 20 was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Survived them both.
Yeah.
And I think this is the most important part of the story, which is that you take that entire journey and you made it into a whole practice, a livelihood, a way of life, a coaching, podcast, author. I mean, you've just taken this entire thing and just took it all the way.
Yep. I alchemized it.
Alchemized it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Can I ask you a question? Some people will say, some people, obviously, would be like, I want nothing to do with this. But as you've said, I took my experience and I wanted to help other people get through it and live a healthier life and appreciate the healthy part of a healthy life, the goodness of being healthy.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what your practice is. But there must have been something cathartic in every step that you did it. It was very methodical. First, I had to write the survival story, right? So there was a chronology.
There was.
Of everything you did.
Unknowingly, though. It was like this intuitive nudge to do certain things at certain times. And again, what ended up happening was in 2020, I went in for a routine, just regular yearly checkup, specifically for the thyroid. And they had found something, and it ended up being completely fine. But in that moment, it was like a trauma response, and I just broke down crying in my car after the appointment. And this wave of peace just kind of washed over me, like everything's going to be good. You're going to write a book about this. And I literally was like, wait, what?
Did y'all feel that at home? I just felt that.
What? Yeah. And I didn't act upon it right away, but it was always in the back of my mind. And then I've always been a writer. I've always loved to write. I've never had the goal to be an author, but I've always loved journaling, writing letters. I had a skill at it for sure. And then I remember I was really sharing my story at different cancer organizations.
You're also a motivational speaker. Yes.
Yeah.
She's done it all. I'm telling you.
I've done a lot in a very short period of life.
Right. But so impactful.
Yes.
So impactful.
That's the goal. The goal. I mean, I couldn't even live another way, to be honest. Right. I don't even know how to live another way, to be honest. Right. It's just innate within me.
Yes.
So I was planning to do this presentation. It was called, it was a virtual presentation to talk about kind of how holistic health has really impacted my life, finding it, utilizing meditation and energy medicine, and it got denied. They didn't want to hear it. So I said, okay, and I had a presentation laid out, and I started to look at the different slides, and I said, oh, these are the chapters to my book.
Wow.
And that's how I was like, okay, here we go now. Because you're an author. You don't know where to begin.
You're I don't know.
You have no idea how to start to write a book. You're like, all right,
And you don't know when.
You have no idea when. You don't know what you're going to write about.
Yes.
I knew it was going to be about my story. I just didn't know, how to break it down.
Right.
And then it ended up being the chapters to my book.
And it's not even cascading. It's it's just the momentum that you have had is just been I want to say remarkable, but then when you know you're like, absolutely, it's expected.
Thank you.
I think like you've taken something that some people, most people, would have a challenge with.
Yeah. And
I always find especially when we're talking on this podcast, the people that we have, again, such a beacon of light, sometimes through their own darkness.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not just helping other people, but you help other people because you were in the dark. And so then, you go through this metamorphosis of gratitude and all the things that you preach and just the human experience. And then you want to remind other people, it all starts with a thought. When you're thankful and you're grateful, really wonderful things can come into your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And it came down to like realizing that I was living in survival mode for such a long time, like unknowingly.
Right.
And you're like, oh wait, there's another way to live. There's another, you can thrive in life. You don't have to let that adversity, challenge, near-death experience, trauma dictate your identity and who you are. And so took that and alchemized it.
Yes.
And utilized that to help other people.
And Jenna, because we've said it right in front of you and people here in the studio, we know so many people, like everybody talks about, she's so positive, she's so upbeat. You could see where somebody would be like, I don't know. Something could happen 2 times. It could happen again. I don't know if I want to play lotto. I don't know. But you don't. You go the exact opposite. And not only that, you take so many other people with you. When they're like, I don't know, I'm perfectly healthy. I've never had cancer. They haven't had the struggles that you've had, but they see in you like, I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
That upbeat way that you look at life, because it is a gift. And I think there's some people that just didn't have to live on the precipice to realize that. And so you've started this practice, you do meditation, you take people to the beach,
yes.
You do sound, and so question for you, do you think that this is the wave where people are really going to find health and wellness kind of, I don't want to talk anything bad about anything, no controversy, but is there a way that, Louise Hayes, you can heal yourself? Are there people that take out of the conventional medicine and go towards, I can heal my body?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Undoubtedly.
Okay, you're looking at it right
Undoubtedly.
now. Yeah.
And Louise Hay is an expander for me. Like,
yes.
Her work was so that's Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Yes.
She was so ahead of her time.
Yes.
So ahead of her time. And just taking that, and I think people get confused. They think, oh, well, you have to go one way or the other. No, you can integrate both.
Integrate, yes.
And that's the magic of it. Like, it's all about your belief system. So if you believe that whatever medication, let's just say you're on medication, is working, okay, great. What else can we add in to help with that, right? It's all mindset. So if you think that it's harming you, probably is, because your body's going to react to that. We are energetic beings, and, we are, whatever we put in around our bodies, like that, and our thoughts, that plays a huge role in our energy field, our health, our well-being. You just can't science and spirituality are 2 sides of the same coin. You cannot separate the two.
You can't. I'm going to make a confession here. We were both at a function on Halloween. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And there were tables of Halloween candy. Yeah. Do you see how glowing she is? Everyone's like, I'm going to grab a little snack, the little bite size. Not Jenna. No, I don't put that on my body. I'm like, not even on Halloween? No. She doesn't. And
I don't even like candy. I don't even like it.
That's another segment. But it just goes to show that you talk the talk and walk the walk. It really is a whole mind-body experience.
Yeah. It's an embodiment. Like, you see it all the time. You have people who, and you see it all over the internet, people who want to get into this type of world because they think that it's profitable, but they don't actually walk the walk.
Yes.
I see it happen all the time.
Yes.
There are so many healers, coaches, teachers, mentors that have never had coaches or mentors to get them to where they want to go. Right. And they're out here trying to preach, but they don't even what are you doing behind closed doors? So I really try to embody and also show people my life of like, I'm an open book. Like, this is who I am, this is what I do.
Right.
And I show that on social media, online.
Yes.
It's just part of who I am.
Right. So today's a 12-year anniversary. You've been quite busy. In addition to getting married,
yes,
this little 2-time cancer survivor is going to have a beautiful little baby.
Baby girl.
Yes, baby girl. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, all the things that this crest of goodness that comes with everything that you've experienced. Just looking at you, life is a joy.
Yeah.
Even on the worst day, life is still a joy.
Yeah.
But you also have something new up and as if she's not busy enough.
I know. It's like entrepreneurship is in my blood. Like, I just can't help it.
But you are. It's kind of like whatever you do, you're bringing people along for the ride. Like, I'm not just in this just for myself. The more that you take along with you, we all learn together. We all, in the spiritual world, we all elevate together. We all, vibrate
Community.
higher. Yes.
Community is everything.
Right.
When you heal in community, when you're in community, it vibrates on such a level that it expands so outwardly. And that's what I'm all about.
Right.
And so I went on a new venture.
What else can this woman possibly do?
My business partner started laughing. She's like, "Did you think that you were going to birth a whole new business before you actually gave birth?" I'm like, "No."
I am. Tell us all about it. I'm so excited. This is really cool.
This is really cool. So my business is Holistic Human Performance, and I work with 2 different kinds of people. Those who are looking to incorporate that healthy, spiritual wellness, holistic lifestyle, utilizing holistic health, energy medicine, spirituality, even if they haven't gone through like disease or anything of that nature, they just want to elevate their lives. I really love working with entrepreneurs and talking about how energetics and spirituality play a role in entrepreneurship.
Right.
It's a spiritual game. You literally can't have one without the other. And so that's part of what I do. And so I put out an Instagram story because my soul was just like yearning for like more community. I go to so many, we go to events together, networking events and things like that. And for me, some of them are so bland and just there's no structure. It's like here's my business card. They throw it in your face and you're like, I don't even know your name.
Right.
And so I went on Instagram story and I said, hey, who wants to like meet up and do entrepreneurship's very lonely sometimes. Like, who wants to meet up do like coffee meetups? And it was outstanding how much feedback I got. They were like, yes, please.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. So I knew that, number one, I'm all about collaboration. I knew that.
Which, Gena, some people are not. That's
part of.
I know, this is why this is so critical that you're doing this.
Yeah, that's part of my why too, because I'm all about building up people's confidence and showing them that you have that power within, and also shine your light bright. You're going to have haters no matter what.
Yes.
People aren't going to like, you can't, it's just impossible. Not everybody's going to like you.
Right.
You're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's cool.
Right.
And I don't view it at like other people as competition. It's like,
we all succeed together.
Correct. Collaboration.
Yeah.
And that's how you build community. And so I said to myself, with my now co-founder, Melissa, I said, hey, do you want to do this together? Because like I'm getting a lot of feedback, and to be honest, I don't want to do this on my own. I really feel like we could make magic happen. And she was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
And she's an amazing, successful entrepreneur as well. She has a branding agency, and our skill sets just work together.
Yeah, it's a nice...
Very synergistic.
Yes.
And and so we created Fearless Founders, and it's a network community for bold-hearted leaders and entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Whether you want to be an entrepreneur or you're in the business, we have people who, it's for men and women, co-ed, and those who have online communities and online businesses and brick and mortar spaces, want to get involved, want to shift, want to transition, meet other people. So that's, we have virtual and in-person events, and it's so much fun.
So I have to ask you, when you think about your business, this is just another way, Mary Ellen, of I went from taking my journey, made it personal, want to help other people. Now I'm helping more people. Now I'm growing a network of other people who help other people. I mean, it's just, it keeps multiplying.
It's just the momentum, and honestly, like, there was no resistance in it. It was like just effortless,
the actual
flowy.
The universe is like, I got it.
Yes.
I think I'm going to set this up for you.
And also, I practice what I preach. So all of those manifestation tools, you know, affirmations, consistency, discipline, it played a role in being able to be a clear channel. And it's just an extension of me. Like, it's something that was meant to be born.
Meant to be born.
And it's just continuing. I'm so excited to see where all of this goes, all of this grows and flows. And it's just, I don't have a tight grip on it. I'm just kind of letting it, you know, be. There's strategy, of course, but, you know.
So as we end this conversation, the next time I see you, you'll have a little girl.
Yeah.
What would you love for your daughter to know about her mom and what she's done, what she's accomplished? What is it that you're like, wow, my mom is what?
That's so hard.
Because
but just, she lives life to the fullest.
Right.
And just has a really good time and doesn't let anything hold her back or stop her. She, you know, wants to make a difference and leave a mark and legacy. Right. It's so much greater than
Aren't you so excited that your daughter is going to be able to, I mean, I can imagine your mom and dad being like, wow, this is crazy. But now your husband and your daughter being like, wow, my mom, what a pioneer.
Yeah.
What a role
trailblazer. Like, I love it. Yeah. And just showing that example for her. Like, you could do this too.
Yes. Yeah.
Because my parents are entrepreneurs, so it was something that I grew up with. And it's just in my blood.
You're not afraid of it. You're like,
yeah,
why not?
Like, you do it scared.
Yeah. You never say why not. You always say, sounds good.
Let's try it.
Yeah. Not why me. Why not?
Yep.
Gena, you are truly a lighthouse keeper to me, to everybody out there. Can you tell our viewers and our subscribers, where do they find? I mean, I don't know. If you don't put her name in and come up with 25 million hits, I don't even know.
Yes, you can find everything on my website, holistichumanperformance.co. My social media is at holistichp. You can also find Fearless Founders at fearlessfoundersli.com and also on Instagram at fearlessfounders.li. That's where you'll find all the goodies.
So, Lighthouse Keeper podcast viewers and subscribers, this woman, I'm telling you, you're going to see, you found her here because she's going to be the one to watch. Gena, thank you so much for being on the show. What a blessing you are. So excited to see all the wonderful stuff you're going to do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, what a joy.
Thank you for watching and being part of this journey. Remember that lighthouses symbolize hope. With hope, we persevere and inspire positive change. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep shining your light.